wonder Russia is on the march, Mike.
Yeah, this administration has been an unmitigated disaster from the start. And remember, we were told the adults were back in charge, right? And so what you have going on is a couple of things. First of all, the working class is disproportionately represented in the Electoral College. Inflation has hit them the hardest throughout this, and so that's why you see a monumental shift in the polls in the Midwest and the swing states, where in the last election where Trump lost by less than 1%, or in cases few thousand votes in some of these states, he was down 5 to 10 points in all the major polls going into that were razor-thin margins. Now he's up 5 to 10 points. So that is a monumental shift there. And then we're hearing last week in Iowa and last night that immigration is the #1 issue. Yeah. And I think, like we mentioned this earlier, that's why markets are moving in China, okay, is because if immigration is that big of an issue above and beyond the economy, this is game over, because the economy is a huge losing issue. And if that's the second issue to the border, which this is an invited invasion by this administration as part of a replacement. The big donors want cheap labor. The Democrats want new voters. Yeah. It is a perfect marriage of special interests.
Yeah, but now that we know immigration is the #1 issue, you've got Joe Biden suddenly getting religion, right? The other day he said, yeah, the border's not secure. I've been saying this for 10 years. No, you haven't.
They're in a box now, because if they reverse policy, they're admitting failure.
That's right.
Okay, or and if they try to talk like this isn't happening, like everyone knows what's going on. There's millions and millions and millions of people here now that shouldn't be here, that were invited in by this administration.
Yeah. It's, of the 3 big issues, the economy, the foreign policy fracas, and the border, Joe Biden is in some way responsible for all 3 of them.
Wow. But this is an incredible story, and we've seen this before with issues around Boeing. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so the most recent one was the 737 MAX and settling with the Justice Department. But there have been process and quality control issues with Boeing going on for almost a decade now. So what was once a great company, I'd still say in a lot of respects it is a great company, but there's something going on with management there. And it's, I liken it to what happened with Wells Fargo. Once the account opening scandal came out, again, almost a decade ago, bank hasn't been the same since. Boeing stock continues to recover every time one of these things hit it, but there is something going on there that didn't exist prior. Yeah. And it makes you wonder, like, this is a top-down problem, similar to ones that have happened at Target. Some of these other major companies, there's a problem there that these headlines keep happening.
Yeah, how do you see it?
Well, I am long Boeing.
That might be the ugliest yet. Check this out. These knee-high boots with zippered panels, leaving people on the internet confused. One person posted this on TikTok. Watch.
I was served this sponsored ad, probably because they're desperate to sell them, and I cannot wrap my brain around this UGG boot. I have so many questions. So if you have $419.99, please buy this boot and report back. I need to know what's going on.
Even those who bought the boot can't seem to get behind the new look. Tiana, you can unzip each panel and create a new boot length to match your height. What do you think?
I don't understand the functionality, but honestly, if I can be totally candid, I would buy those, at least the all-black version.
You like them.
I have UGG slippers, and they are incredibly warm and functional, and I've had probably the same pair for like 8 years, and they're still super nice quality.
And really comfortable. I love UGGs, too.
And if you run really cold like I do, the thicker and higher the thigh-high boot, the more I will wear it all winter long.
Adam?
Not a fan of the candy cane, but black.
I can't imagine how hot you would be. Right?
I mean, it's like, all the way up the leg.
All the way up your leg, and it's lined with shearling wool or whatever. I mean, you would roast in that thing.
Well, on a cold day like today, Mike, I'll take it.
Yeah, I have 3 pairs of these.
You do not.
No, but in all seriousness, I do love UGGs. I don't have any pairs, but we have UGG bath mats, which are quite possibly the greatest invention.
I did not know they made those. All right, great commentary here on the UGGs. Guys, we are 30 minutes away from